September 3rd, National Welsh Rarebit Day. I had to look it up myself because I didn't know what the heck it was. I knew it was some kind of a sauce, but I thought it was a rabbit dish for some reason. Not that I've never had rabbit before. I've had it in one of the restaurants I used to work in years ago. They had it as a dinner special. They made like a rabbit ragu, so to speak, and it was actually pretty good. Not that it's something I would eat all the time. So, no letters, please. Anyway, so it's like this, it's kind of similar to that beer soup we made a couple weeks back. Like that beer cheese thing. That's kind of what it is. It's this beer cheese sauce, and you just serve it over toast. I mean, that's really all it is like cheese sauce over toast. Queso over toast. But without the spiciness of the queso, well, without all the stuff in it. Anyway, I'm babbling again. Instead of toast today, I'm going to use one of those great pitas that we had for our gyro the other day, which was fantastic. So I'm actually going to toast this up in my cast iron pan and use this as my toast to put the sauce over. And I have all my other stuff here for the sauce, okay? So here's what you need to make this, and let's get started. Got my pot ready too, our sauce pot. That's what we're going to make it in. Okay, for our Welsh Rarebit today, you need 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, 1/3 cup of whole milk, 1/2 cup of beer, a heaping teaspoon of dry mustard, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 dashes of Worcestershire, 1½ cup of sharp shredded cheddar cheese, 1 whole egg yolk, and some fresh chopped chives. Okay, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do, melt our 2 tablespoons of butter in our pot here, and then we're going to whisk in our 2 tablespoons of flour. Kind of like when you're making a roux. Okay, same concept. This is going to be our thickener for our sauce here, obviously. Again, just like when we made that cheddar beer soup, it was kind of, this seems very similar to me. But hopefully it's a little different of a flavor. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Plus this sauce might be good on some other stuff. Once we make it, we may put it aside. So we may save some of this. I have something coming up in a day or two that maybe might be really interesting. You'll have to wait and see for that one. Okay, so we just whisked that together. That's all nice and smooth. Now to this, you're going to add your milk. Okay, whisking that in. And your beer. Okay. Milk and beer. Kind of weird, eh? Kind of like Laverne's Milk and Pepsi. I've never tried that either. I wonder if there's a National Milk and Pepsi Day. Coke and Pepsi, Milk and Pepsi, whatever they call it. Alright? So we're just going to let this cook for a minute or two, okay? Just make sure you keep working that around. Okay, so you cook that for another minute, and then to this now we're going to add all of our spices. Our mustard, our paprika, or paprika, our cayenne, and our Worcestershire. And now you can see this is really a thick, saucy mixture already. And we haven't even added the cheese yet. Okay? So we add those in there and just stir that around. Make sure that's all well incorporated. And finally, or almost finally, start whisking in your cheese. Okay? A little at a time, just so it gives it a chance to melt it all down. Okay? I have 2 kinds of cheddar here because I had a couple blocks rather than using the bagged pre-shredded cheese. I had a couple blocks of cheese and I said, I'll just shred these up and use these to get some use out of them. Okay? So we're just going to melt this down into our sauce here. Okay, and then take that off the heat. You can see we got this really cheesy sauce right now. Now here's the final thing you do, which is a little weird to me, but I don't know. Take 1 egg yolk, just the yolk, and whisk off the heat, whisk that in to your cheese mixture. I don't know if that adds some kind of level of thickener or something, because obviously the egg yolk is going to kind of cook in there. But that's it. There's our sauce. I have my cast iron skillet going because I want to now toast up. I put some butter in there and I'm just kind of spreading it around on my pita. Okay. And we're just going to toast up our pita. Okay. And one thing you could do, I've done before, if you take your heavy teapot, it acts as a press. You can do that too. And it's the perfect size for this pita. Okay, that's all done. Let's put that there. Got a plate all ready for us. Just going to toast up our pita and we'll be back. I got to chop up some chives out of the garden too, so I'll be back with that too. Okay, so we're all ready to plate this up. Here's our nice toasted pita. Okay, it's got a nice crust on it. Just going to mix up some of our sauce here and just put this over the top. I mean, it's really as simple as that. I mean, is that crazy? There's a whole day dedicated to this. Just going to sprinkle some of our fresh chives on the top. Give a good amount there. Needs a little flavor there. And there you go. Welsh Rarebit done our way. Okay? So let me grab a fork and a knife. Meet you at the table. Let's give this one a try. Be right back. Okay, so let's give this one a try today. Again, it's just like some cheese sauce, and it kind of thickens up pretty quick over toast. You're supposed to do this over toast, which I did it over a toasted pita, so I guess that's the same thing. You can use rye toast or whatever, but I mean, not bad. I can definitely taste the beer because I used an IPA beer. And then you get a little bit of the heat from the cayenne. So it's not bad. I mean, it's a nice spicy kind of cheese sauce, you know. It's you know, and it definitely thickens up. It doesn't stay really loose, so it almost becomes, once it starts to cool, as you can see, it comes very thick, almost like Cheese Whiz, like it's spreadable. You know what I mean? So I guess you got to kind of eat it right away, but just spread it on your toast. And if it firms up, firms up. Not bad though. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. But like I said, this gives me an idea of something. I'm going to save the rest of that and use it in a couple days for something else. That's going to be exciting. Alrighty? We'll see you tomorrow.